Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of Vlogmas Day 19. This is a haul. If you guys watched part 1, you would have seen everything already. So, I'm just continuing with what's left in the box. All that's left is a couple boxes of cookies and, well, a couple snacks. Like 2 boxes of cookies, bar or whatever it is, and a bunch of books. And the majority of it is children's books, honestly. So, there are some children's books, which you guys will understand why I do this when I say children's, or why I say it like that when I show it. But yeah, anyway, moving on. I got a Malteser's reindeer. I got 2 boxes of fudge covered Ritz crackers. I was only going to order 1, but I think Amazon, when I added it to my cart, it would only let me order 2. Because when I went to change quantity to 1, it said minimum quantity 2 or whatever it was. I think that's what it said. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to turn down 2 free boxes of cookies. And I love these things. So of course I would never turn it down. Next, the rest of this stuff is books. Most of it is children's books, but yeah. I got this book. It's a little splatterpunk novella, which I love, love, love splatterpunk. I don't have a lot of splatterpunk books, but I still love splatterpunk. This is Fatso by John Monsees. I've never heard, I've heard nothing about this book before, so, but, yeah. It sounded interesting, so, and like I said, I love splatterpunk, so, every time, like, sometimes I'll go on Amazon and I'll search up splatterpunk, and I'll just look at the books and add a bunch to my cart. Yeah. I love splatterpunk, like novellas. One of my favorite genres. It's a subgenre of horror, basically. There's horror, which is like paranormal, creepy children, whatever. And then there's splatterpunk, which means gore, blood, whatever. So, you got horror, which is like your general like horror movies, like Halloween and stuff like that. And then you have splatterpunk, which is Terrifier type shit. Blood, gore, all that stuff. So, which I love. Honestly, I love splatterpunk. It's one of my favorites. Next, I haven't heard much about this book, but what I have heard, it sounded very interesting. This is A Touch of Jen by Beth Morgan. So, it sounded interesting, and it sounded really good. This one, I think out of any book I own, this is the one I'm most excited to read, or one of the books I'm most excited to read. This is The Black Farm by Elias Witherow. I'm not going to say what it's about because, trigger warnings. But yeah, if you guys want to figure out what the book is about, I'm not going to say it because, trigger warnings. But like I said, if you want to know what this book is about, look it up. And before you do read it, if you're interested in reading this, check your trigger warnings. Because it's very, very triggering for some people, which I could understand, so... Yeah, it sounded very interesting, and I'm into weird and creepy books like this, so I picked it up. Or I ordered it, whatever. So, yeah. Got that one. That's The Black Farm by Elias Witherow. And there is one coloring book in here. I got the Crude Versions. This is not a kid's book. The Crude Versions by Andrew Racho. This is a collection of recaptioned books from the This Is Not a Kid's Book series. If you guys, I don't know, there's this one girl on TikTok. Her name is Lindsay. Her @ is Lindsay, LYNDSEY LYNDSEYDOD. Nope. LYNDSEYDOTW. That's what I meant to say. She goes on TikTok and she reads a bunch of, not a children's books. And, really, really inappropriate books. And I love them. I actually ordered a few kind of inappropriate books myself, which I will show in a minute. But, yeah. These are the crude versions of some of his books. I'm not going to read, the entire book. What I'm going to do, I'm thinking I might order more of these books. And then make my own TikTok account. I'm not trying to copy her, but, make my own TikTok account and read them on TikTok. I don't know. Because they're very, very out there and inappropriate. Like, literally, this one of the, I think this is the first book, because this is like a collection of books, right? So this first one is called Sleepover. I'm not going to read the entire story, but literally one of the girls says, and let's plan a murder while having popcorn and Coca-Cola. Or cola, whatever. Yeah. And, like, obviously it's not a kid's book. I don't know. As I'm filming this, like, the words are, like, backwards. But I don't know if it's going to show differently on YouTube, but yeah, you guys might be able to pick that out. But yeah. Call me weird. It literally says here, I shit myself and cleaned out my anus with this serrated knife. This is definitely not a kid's book, but it's something that I would be interested in. So, I'm very weird like that. I love weird shit like this. So, this would immediately, this is like in my alley for sure. I'm just going to put that over there because everything's going to fall down. Next, I got another not a kid's book by Andrew Racho. I don't think this is in the Crude Versions book, but this is My Weekend with Grandma. Obviously, it's shorter because this isn't a collection. I'm not going to say any of the words or sentences in this book or read one of the pages. I'm just going to let you see Grandma for herself. Like, are you kidding me? But yeah. I got a Billie coloring book because I'm obsessed with Billie Eilish. I love her and her music, so it just has a lot of Billie Eilish related pictures to color. Yeah, I'm super excited for this. I love this one. This is Birds of a Feather. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm super excited to color in this. Oh, I love this picture. It's so simple, but I love it. I can't wait to color this one, but yeah. I have a couple of these actually on the way. I have one for like Olivia Rodrigo and I think Sabrina Carpenter. I love those types of coloring books. Like cute and cozy coloring books like this. Like Coco Wyo, Danielle Cottontail, Southern Lotus. Like I love coloring books like that. They're so fun. I got The Babysitter. This one I love. Like I've already watched Lindsay's video that she made reading this on TikTok so many times. Just mostly for her laugh though. But this is The Babysitter by Andrew Racho, which, like, this is my, like, I haven't even read this, like, myself yet, like, in person. Like, this is my first time actually looking at it, like, in person. But I know all about this book because I watched Lindsay's video or TikTok of her reading it so many times. So, yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorites already. And it also has my dad's name in it, which is Steven. Like it says, meet Steven. So basically, in this book, it's very twisted. Very sick and twisted. These kids are being babysat by Steven while their parents, this being their parents, go somewhere. And when Steven first comes or arrives, they're very wary of him, or like cautious. Like literally, Steven in the book, Steven literally says, "Hey kids, want to take a peek in the trunk of my car?" Tee-hee-hee. Yeah, that doesn't sound sketchy at all. And like, what else? Where is it? It says, "Guess what I brought with this cake? A gigantic knife." Like, are you kidding me? Like that. Sure, that doesn't sound sketchy at all. And like, obviously, it's not a kid's book because. Where is it? You kids got all sweaty. How about bath time? Yeah, that's all I need to show. But I'm not going to say what happens in the end in case you guys want to like buy this book yourself or like watch Lindsay's video about it, but I'm not going to spoil it. But it's very twisted and I love it. Okay. I love Dr. Seuss books. I haven't read many of them, like, as a kid, but I remember volunteering at a preschool when I was in college, and they read a lot of Dr. Seuss books, and I was like, literally, how old was I then? I think this was in 2023. I was 21 years old, I think, somewhere around there. 21-year-old me going home that day and looking at Amazon to see how much it is so I can order it. I never did order it until now. But, yeah, I remember going home and asking Mom, like, can I order this Dr. Seuss book? Because I read it and, like, I was probably even more entertained than the kids, if I'm being honest. Like, I loved it. So, I ordered quite a few Dr. Seuss books and kids' books. And I collect, call me weird, but I collect children's books for my future children. So, like, even when I'm reading this to my future kids, like, I will probably enjoy this more than the kids, to be honest. But, yeah, I collect children's books to read to my future kids. Like, I'm so crazy. I wouldn't say crazy, but I'm so weird. I'm not the only girl that does this, though, because there's a girl on TikTok that also does this. I can't remember who it is, though, but I remember watching someone on TikTok saying that she collects kids' books for her future children. Again, I can't remember her name, but there is a girl on TikTok that does it. And she has, like, a full box. She has, like, her own little bookshelf of kids' books for her future children, which is super cute. So, I started doing that, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to be the only girl that does it, so I'm doing it. But, yeah. Obviously, I'll be reading these myself before I even have kids, but, yeah, I'll definitely put these in the box. Or, not a box. I don't have a box yet, but I should probably make a tub. Or not make a tub, but buy a tub for my children's books that I have. But, obviously, books like this will not be in that. Obviously, because that's not a kid's book at all. But yeah, I got Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. I have a few Dr. Seuss books. I got Thank You, Mr. Fokker by Patricia Polacco, which I remember when I was a kid, there was this website that, like, in school we used to use. It was Storyline Online, where we would watch celebrities read books. And I remember this being one of the books, and I loved it. I remember watching, I think there were 3 books that I remember watching on Storyline Online, and it was storylineonline.com, and I loved it. This was one of the books that I absolutely loved watching. I can't remember exactly who read it, but it was one of the celebrity, it was like a celebrity reading a book. Every video was a celebrity reading a book, and I loved it. So, yeah, this is one of the ones that I remember so vividly, watching this one on Storyline Online, so I ordered it with, like, those $900 free gift cards. I got, The Things You Can Think by Dr. Seuss. One of my favorites, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish by Dr. Seuss. Again, one of my favorites. I also remember reading a lot of Robert Munsch in school. Robert Munsch was one of my all-time favorite authors as a kid. So I ordered a couple of his books as well. This is just, I think I only got one of them in the mail today. But there are a couple more on the way. But this is Smelly Socks by Robert Munsch. There are some, I haven't read every Robert Munsch book, I don't think. But I remember there was a couple that I remember reading as a kid. Like that one, Cookies. I think there was one called Get Out of Bed or something like that I remember reading. But anyway, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Of course I had to get this one because it's Christmas time. I love Christmas. And I think there's a How the Grinch Lost Christmas too. Okay, I'm adding that to my cart after I'm done filming this video. And next time I get enough points, I'm going to get more gift cards. I actually have a few other things added to my cart. I'm actually going to tell you guys what it is. But I already added a bunch of stuff to my cart already. I have $200 worth of stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to save a bunch of points. So, any points that I get, like, at work, I'm going to put it towards that. I got a pack of 6 party rings. The ice biscuits from the UK. Incoherent, which is a game that I was going to get with those free gift cards last time, but I forgot. I remember... This was like a while ago, so I can't remember how long ago it was or why. But one of my friends from camp, I don't know if she still has it or if she still uses it, but she had this baby doll that she actually treated like her own kid. And it's really, like, it looks realistic. So I went and I added one to my cart. So, yeah, I'm very weird like that, but honestly, I don't care. Because, like, I remember using, like, that robot baby, like, caring for it for like, a school project, and I loved it. Like, I literally would have kept the baby if my teacher let me. But this is the baby that I have added to my cart that I'm going to order whenever. And I'll see what it's like, basically. I have an Elf on the Shelf added to my cart because I just think it would be fun with my aunt and uncle. I have an aunt and uncle with cerebral palsy, so I think they would absolutely love this. So I hope they would anyway. So I have that added to my cart so I can do it every night for them. I usually don't go to bed until 12:30 anyway, so I'll be able to get up, or at least my mom could get up and get the reaction on video of them like coming out to see it. And then I found this one, which is really cool. This is the Elf on the Shelf Snoop Dogg edition. This is Snoop on the Stoop, a hood tradition. So, yeah, of course I had to get that one. That was so random, but I have that added to my cart. And I think that's it. So now, while I'm at it, I'm going to add that one. How the Grinch Lost Christmas. I'm going to add that to my cart too, actually. How the Grinch Lost Christmas. Okay. Add. Perfect. So that's like 6 things. Okay, cool. But anyway, I got How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss, of course. Again, it's Christmas and it's a classic, so. But the thing is, surprisingly, like, as a kid, I read a lot of kids' books, but I don't think I've read that one before, surprisingly. I have Dr. Seuss's Sleep Book, which this is smaller, like, shorter than I remember it being. Like, actually so much shorter. Like, I'm honestly... No. Because I remember, I don't know, maybe it wasn't this book, but I believe it was. Like, I actually think it was this book. I remember when I was volunteering at the preschool, they read this book, and it was so long. Like, I went to the library, and I saw how long it was, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is very long. Like, honestly, like, I don't even think this is the full book. I'm going to have to look it up, but I always thought this book was bigger than this. But... anyway, I got it for free, so, I mean, I don't really care, but, like, yeah, I'm going to have to look it up. Maybe order it again. I don't know, but yeah, Sleep Book by Dr. Seuss. I got Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. This is another one of the books that I remember watching on Storyline Online. This is Enemy Pie by Derek Munson. Yeah, I might actually start, like, a whole book talk. Not a book talk account. Actually, I do have a book talk account, so I might as well just do it on there. Just take videos of me reading, like, not just, like, not a kid's books, but, like, actual kids books in general. Just reading them and getting my reaction for the first time. I might actually do that. Instead of starting a new account, I might just start doing it on my actual book talk account, because these are books, obviously, children's books. Yeah, I think out of any video on Storyline Online, this one was my favorite. Absolute favorite, so... yeah, very excited for that one. I remember when I was also volunteering at the elementary school. Not the same preschool, but the elementary school, like 25 minutes away. I remember one day the teacher was reading that book to the class, and when I heard she was reading that book, I was like, yes, I love this book. Because I remember also very vividly watching that on Storyline Online. The rest of the books are very, very... these are the last 3 things in this video. But these are really, really, really out there and kind of, well, not kind of, but very inappropriate. So I'm not even going to say the name of these books. I'm just going to show them and let you guys see them for yourself. Yeah. I actually showed a couple of my coworkers these and a couple customers these, and... like, not these, like, physically, but I showed them pictures of it and said, look at these books that I have ordered. And they were like, they were actually gagged. So I got this one. I'm not even going to read... yeah, I'm not even going to read any of the things in this book. If I'm going to, it's going to be on TikTok. But I'm not doing it on here. I mean, I should, because, like, if I'm doing it on TikTok, might as well do it on here. Whatever. But all these books are by Jen Genevieve, by the way. Actually, no, it's not. One is by Nina Mikoyani, or however you say it. I don't know. by Flying Corn Publishing, but I'll show that in a minute. But like it literally says for mature audiences, obviously. But I don't know if you guys can read that, but I'm just going to show you guys. That's all I'm going to show. I'm not even going to say anything else. That's all you need to know. Or see, actually. This one, I remember showing one specific customer this book, and he died laughing. I'm not going to say his name, but I think I laughed more at him, like his reaction to this book, than actually watching this video, watching Lindsay on TikTok read this book herself, like in her laugh and everything. I think I laughed more at his reaction to this book than actually reading or watching this book on TikTok, like Lindsay reading it. I don't know if you guys, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. That. Oh, there's other titles. Oh. Okay. Oh. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to show all of them, but like, yeah, I obviously need a lot of help, and I'm not going to, what's the word? Not deny. I'm not going to, I'm not going to deny that I need help. I think that's what it means, or what, not what it means, but what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Yeah, moving on. That's also by Jen Genevieve. This is the one that's by Flying Corn Publishing, illustrated by Nina Mikoyani, or however you say it. Again, I'm not reading the title. I don't know, like, where the camera, like, I can see it on here, where the camera is showing the words backwards. I don't know if it's showing the right way on YouTube. Maybe it is, I don't know. But, yeah. It probably is, though, but, yeah. Yeah. I don't really know what to say about any of these books, but I'm, like, weirdly enough, I'm intrigued and very entertained by these. And, like, a lot of people would be. Yeah. Yep. That's what it says. Yeah, this is actually, I think this is the only book, out of any of the books that I got in the mail today, that I actually read thoroughly. Like, the entire thing. I actually sat down when I first got it and read this entire book already, so yeah. And there's talks of Mary's mom and this guy named Dixon. I'm not going to say anything else. But anyway, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more content from me. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 20. Bye, guys.